focus on my brake lights. Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word from it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't stop that thing like I'm feeling green, right? Talking to my past life. Focus on my brake lights. Cruising to my future.
You already know it's time for fun, as Nori's already getting ready, celebrating, and entertainment. But also we have some serious topics that many people don't want to even talk about, but we will be talking about it.
Yep.
Because this is Breaking the Silence. That's right. And if you are here for the first time and you were it was recommended by a friend, a family, and you don't know who we are, then we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Angeli.
I'm Nori. I'm Shaitia.
And again, this is Breaking the Silence. Welcome to your new favorite TV show.
Okay.
So today, let me break down to you what we're going to be talking about, what games we have, because, we need to have like that little balance to have some fun and entertainment. So our topics for today will be first, social media.
Ooh.
Yes, very relevant nowadays.
Yes.
I'm sure all of you have got your toes in social media, whatever platform it is, you know what it is. So today we are going to be talking about the impact it has on mental health, children,
Very
teenager,
important.
youth, even elderly. So, I want you to stay tuned for that. But also, another one is about laughter, but specifically laughing at yourself, especially when there's like a mishap or maybe it's big or
Which
small.
happens.
Yeah, it happens. So learning to bounce back, the art of bouncing back. So later on, we're gonna discuss more on that.
Okay.
And also we have our game.
Yes.
Guess who is already excited for this? We have a movie meltdown. We have movie meltdown today, so we're gonna guess some of the classic ones, and then today we'll see who wins. Although there are some probably I know who's the winner, but hey, don't count the eggs until it hatch, okay? So we're going to be having all of that. I'm sure you're already so excited, and we are also excited. But right now we're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
Real women, real talk. Breaking the Silence is where it all goes down. Let's connect and empower together.
Hi, my name is Markiplier. I run a YouTube channel, but today I'm here to talk to you about the awkward moment in trying to talk to your friends. Mental health is an interesting subject because everybody knows about it, but nobody really knows how to talk about it. No matter how much experience you have, there's no easy way to tell your friend that they seem off. Me and my friend Tyler, we've known each other since 4th grade. When I reach out to Tyler, it's because I see him hurting. And I see him being affected by the pressures of his life, bringing him down, and he needs to hear that I'm there for him. As soon as you see that kind of person start to close off and throw up walls, that's when you know that something's going wrong. Tyler and I have such an understanding that the moment that we need to talk to each other, all we have to do is, hey, something's wrong with you. You need to talk about this. And then we start talking about it for a couple hours. For those who have new friends or just see the signs in someone and yet don't know them very well, that open dialogue is only welcome. If you really care about someone and you really want to help, you understand that the signs may be there and they may not want to talk about it. But it's always important to keep those lines of communication available. If not open, at least available. Let them know that you care enough to be there when they need it. Because there's times when I'm so closed off that I want to work on my own stuff. It doesn't hurt me or make me angry that someone says, hey, I noticed that you're stressed. I'm not going to intrude, but if you need to talk, we can go catch a movie or something like that. It can be that casual. As long as you acknowledge that it's there, it can lead to the help that is needed.
Let's strive to grow together
on Breaking the Silence.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Justification that comes with any addiction.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
But as you mature, you have to be with someone who matures with you.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Okay, so before we talk about our topic of the day, well, topics, we want to introduce to you first our question of the day, because Breaking the Silence is not the same without this question for you to interact and participate with us. So let's pull up our question of the day.
All right.
Okay, so our question of the day is, what is the cheesiest pickup line you know? Okay,
We can give one.
right. What is? You probably used it, overused it,
Yes.
used it in so many times. Well, because we're in the love month, you know, love is in the air.
Yes.
So we're gonna share some.
You're gonna hear a lot of cheesy
Yeah,
lines.
like you're gonna be like, oh, cringing, and maybe it's for you, it's cheesy, you know, and corny. But this is for you viewers. So we have our QR code that you can scan right now, and that is going to direct you to our Instagram page. That's Breaking the Silence _talk show. And later on in the show, we are gonna pick some of the comments, and maybe your comment will be read on air. But later on, we're also going to share some of ours if
Yes.
we do have time.
Yes. I'm ready.
So get ready to just like cringe and be, have those reactions. So that's on the later topic. But now, moving on another note, we're going to talk about social media.
Okay.
Social media and its impact in society, mental health most specifically. So
Yeah.
we're gonna dive deep today. Dive deep. So for those of you who are like, I don't want to even talk about that because I saw my kids, I see my whole family. Well, I want you to know like there is actually an impact. There is a real impact of social media, and we need to talk about it.
Yeah, because even though social media also helps us, you know, to connect with loved ones, with family members, people who we consider and care about, but it can also have like unintended consequences for our well-being. So that is something that, you know, we definitely are going to shed some light on.
Yeah, we're gonna, you know, identify certain pitfalls that happen with people who are obsessively on social media, how it can affect your mental health, and we're also gonna give you tips and strategies on how you can overcome that. Maybe you say like, I identify with this or I identify with that. So we're gonna give you some tips, some strategies, so that way you can break free from that cycle.
Yeah.
Right.
And talking about that, you know, first impact, as we see nowadays, especially, you know, with young girls, young men, comparison trap.
Yes.
You know, because we see a lot of, well, the standard beauty, as they say, or, you know, if not now, like we've seen every kind of, you know, beauty, standard of beauty, every kind of photographs now of all ages, of all time, because of the exposure of social media. And most of the time, you know, we scroll, we doom scroll, but, you know, that doom scrolling has an influence. And when that is, you know, influencing you and impacting you, especially if you're already insecure, if you already have internal problems. Imagine having to go and see, comparing yourself, why is my life not the same? Why don't I look like that? Why this and that? And then you become, you know, impacted by it, and you ended up having to, you know, have all of this. We're going to be talking about depression, anxiety later on in a more deep level.
Yeah, and also like social comparison as well. Whenever you're always focused or glued to like social media and stuff, you tend to compare yourself, you know, in so many different ways, and that can also add on to like, you know, low self-esteem, low self-worth, things like that, because you start comparing yourself. But, you know, whenever you do that or you entertain it and you indulge it, you know, you're doing yourself more harm, especially if you're that type of person that you don't have that balance, you don't know how to snap back, you know, from certain things or from certain mentalities or whatnot. So it's always important that if you know that you are not like in the right headspace and stuff like that, to be able to handle certain things, not to indulge in it, because it's definitely going to do more harm than good.
And you know, the more that you scroll on social media, you get a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out, where it's like you start to get anxiety that you're missing events, that you're missing certain important things, and you start to always wonder, what's going on? What's this? What's that? Because in your mind, there's always something going on that you're not invited to. Sometimes you can be insecure because you'll see like, oh, they had a party and they didn't invite me. They did this, they did that, and I wasn't there. So you have that anxiety, you have that depression, you know, because you're like missing out on key events that other people are enjoying.
Yeah, and just the fact that we want to share with you, according to American Psychological Association, that concerning 1 in 3 teenagers feel worse about themselves after using social media. 1 in 3. So it's not 1 in 100. It's 1 in 3. So you can just see the impact, especially teenagers. They're very, you know, emotions, very unstable, right? Another fact is from Pew Research Center. They did a study that 64% of adults, now as an adults, we talked about teenagers, now adults, saying that social media negatively impacts their mental well-being, particularly self-esteem. So here is both age range. It's not only teenagers, all because they're very curious, they're in that phase where, you know, their emotions are not very stable, but also adults. Adults that they've already formed themselves still being impacted by social media. And it's not 30%, it's 64%.
Yeah, and I was just gonna speak about that because it's funny because it's more in adults than in teens, because teens is 33, but adults is 64, so that's 2/3. So out of all 3 of us here, 2 of us have this, you know, negative impact, and only 1 will be, you know, positive on it. So it shows like how important it is to really take care of yourself and be careful with the social media.
Because if you're not careful with yourself, that's when also cyberbullying comes in as well. You know, a lot of times whenever we hear the word cyberbullying, we related or connected with children, with like teenagers, but that's not always the case. It also happens and affects adults too. It affects, you know, so many different people, you know, and when it comes to like online harassment and all of these things, it causes a significant negative impact that ultimately leads to depression, it leads to anxiety, and unfortunately at times it also leads to self-harm. So, you know, like I've said many times before, you never want to put yourself in a position, in such a vulnerable position, that will even ultimately lead you to think or feel or contemplate self-harm, because cyberbullying is there. Always, every single day, you know?
And as you're talking about cyberbullying, there's a fact that we want to share that 37% of teens between the ages of 12 to 17, they have experienced this cyberbullying. So we see how extreme it is, because 37% is scary.
It is.
You know, to see that some of them have experienced this harassment. And nowadays, it's like you don't even know who it is. You know, you don't know who this person, because it can be someone pretending to be someone else. It could be a friend. You don't know, because they're hiding behind the screen.
Exactly.
And also another thing that social media contributes impactly, like negatively, is loneliness and isolation. With cyberbullying, you feel like you're already isolated. You feel that you're already lonely because you are being cyberbullied. So all of this being thrown at you, so you isolate yourself. You don't want to already, connect with other people, because of course that comparison as well. So you have that low self-esteem, and then there's a negative self-perception. So you see yourself as somebody that's worth nothing, although you do maybe have achievements, you have some friends, but that validation is not even enough for you, that external validation, because inside you're already broken. And you still, you know, expose yourself with social media, more doom scrolling. So you're just going down the drain and going down the drain and going down the drain.
Sleep disturbances. We all know this. We've been talking about it. We've spoken about it so many times. you who go to sleep with your phone, you are doom scrolling.
Yeah, or sometimes you're like, oh, just one more video, and it turns into an hour, 2 hours.
Or the need to feel or to stay connected. Maybe there's something or someone that you follow, and you want to be right there whenever they post something. You want to be right there to reply, or you want to be right there to make sure they seen your comment, your post, or whatever. All of these things is affecting you negatively because you're not sleeping properly. Is messing with all of the essentials that you need in order to have a good night's rest. And then you're restless. You wake up grumpy. You don't want to get up. You start playing songs like "I Don't Want to Go to Work."
It affects you.
Know what I mean? It just messes with your overall performance for the next day, where you're not able to give your best at your job or whatever it is that you do.
And we don't want to make it seem like social media is this horrible thing. So we have to just know that we have to be mindful.
Yes.
How long are we on the phone? How long are we on social media for? If you're used to being on social media all day, start to limit the time that you're on social media. Maybe do an hour, 2 hours max. If it's more than that, then that might be too much. And also stop comparing yourself to other people, their life, what they're posting, because sometimes it's not even real. They post a picture that's fake. How many celebrities, or I don't know if y'all remember, Bow Wow had took a picture of a private jet, and then he turned out to be on the same flight as somebody else, and that was going around. Not even the people you think have this kind of life have that kind of life. So you just want to make sure you limit comparing yourself to other people.
Yeah, and you have to take breaks. Whether you like it or not, put that phone away there and take a break. And there's even some it depends on your phone, what kind of phone you have. You can even limit the time. Maybe you can put the time, as Sheti was saying, 1 hour or maybe 30 minutes, and then it shuts down the app.
Yes.
And if you're somebody who cannot control yourself and couldn't time, then it shuts down by itself, and only the next day that you're able to open the app.
Yeah.
So you can do that, if you're somebody who has almost an addiction to social media and scrolling, but definitely take a break, because again, not only your mental health that's being affected, but also your eyes. Imagine eyes, you were there under the covers and social media, sleep disturbances and all of that. So make sure you do take a break and focusing on real life connections. The people that you see, don't eat and then be on your phone when there is a person in front of you. Talk and connect, one-on-one, instead of connect. I'm connecting with her, I'm texting her right now. No, because we need to have a feel of how it is like to have a connection, and genuine connection at
human
that.
to human.
Exactly.
Yes.
We need to have human touch,
It's necessary. Limiting comparison as well. It once you have that balance on limiting screen time, ultimately you're gonna limit those comparisons as well. Because let me tell you something, y'all already know how social media works. It's this life of glamour, is life of shine, of all these great things. But listen, are those things gonna add on to your life? Are those things gonna help you pay your bills? Are those things going to help you become stronger, mentally strong, emotionally strong? If it's not adding on to your life, then that's something that you should be able to cut off without any problems, without any hesitation as well, because at the end of the day, you don't want to make yourself feel worse than you probably already do. You know what I mean? So limiting the comparison as well. If you limit the screen time and the time you have on social media, you're going to limit that comparison as well.
And be kind to yourself. If you know that you are overly connected to social media, and you find yourself that I need help, be kind to yourself, be graceful to yourself that, okay, it happens, but now take action. Take action to take breaks. But again, we are not saying that don't use social media at all, because maybe that's the only way how you can connect to your loved ones. So just make sure that you are mindful that you are limiting yourself and the connection and social media, and not forgetting real life connections. But right now, we're gonna go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Laugh,
learn, and love with Breaking the Silence. We'll be right back.
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Need a ride? Yeah!
Driving with kids is a big responsibility.
Hop in and buckle up!
So don't sweat the small stuff.
You got paint all over our paper!
Get the big stuff right instead.
What does that mean?
Like making sure your kids are in the correct car seat and buckled up for safer travel.
That deserves a wiggly wiggly wig.
To make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
You are watching Breaking the Silence.
Today we are guessing that movie. Yes, we have a movie meltdown today, and our theme, romantic rom-com. So it's romantic comedy.
All right. Love is in the air.
Oh yeah, love month. So ready?
I have no choice.
She doesn't watch rom-com. She's like an action thriller person.
I am. I really am.
Oh wow.
And then we have a movie person here.
But I can get things wrong. So
all right, let's see.
So let's just see how it goes. Okay, so let's look at our first trailer.
All right. Okay. Bam, bam.
I'm running away. Going to Hollywood to live with the Brady Bunch. I want to live with them too. No, you can't. They have enough kids. You'll have to live with the Partridge family. They say sometimes when you get older, friends stop being friends. I'm running away.
Okay.
This is such a sad movie.
Okay, so
I've seen it.
Do you remember the name?
Okay, so let's see. A, My Girl. B, Uncle Buck. C, Marry Me. D, Forrest Gump.
Oh my gosh!
This is such a sad movie when she's like, where's his glasses? He's not wearing his glasses.
Oh my gosh. I've seen it
I'm just
before.
going to.
But I don't know the name of it.
I don't know. I'm just going to guess because I have no idea. All right.
3.
I'm not pumped about this game.
I'm not excited about this.
I hope my husband's not watching.
1.
Time
What's
to
the
show your
answer?
cards.
What is it?
A.
I guessed it.
Yeah.
It is a wild, wild guess. But I guess.
Okay, all right.
Okay, see, they're pumped. Okay.
I'm just a little happy. I'm not going to get excited, though.
Okay, that's good.
Let's see our next teaser.
Ooh, are we ready?
This will be our first job in the United States. I am Akeem.
Nice to meet you, Akeem.
I have recently been placed in charge of garbage.
That's good to know.
Oh my goodness, it is you! Greetings, Your Highness!
Who was that?
Eddie Murphy. Just the man I met in the restroom. Arsenio Hall.
I know now.
Okay.
A, big.
I know this.
B, lethal weapon. C,
I know
boomerang. Or D, coming to America.
We all know it's C. I mean, oops.
Come on, it's B.
Not
right.
A. I think I put A.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It's D.
Yes.
Coming to America.
Yes.
No, when he said Your Highness, I was like, oh yes, it is. 'Cause I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so
We're still not gonna get excited.
we're there.
Though, so.
Okay.
All right. So, are we ready? Are y'all ready for the next one? Okay. Let's go into the next one, please. Bam, bam, bam.
Mom, this is Rachel Chu.
She just thinks you're some like unrefined banana.
No. Those are a few fingers.
Yellow on the outside or white on the inside.
Do something crazy!
I chose to raise a family. For me, it was a privilege. But for you, you may think it's old-fashioned.
Don't you want Nick to be happy?
I know you're not what Nick needs.
Mom, this is...
I think I watched too many movies.
No. I don't know this
I
one.
watched too many movies.
Crazy.
So while there, I already know it, so I'll read the option. A, Joyride. B, Meet the Patels? I don't know. Patels. C, Crazy Rich Asians. Or D, Shanghai Kiss.
Oh my goodness. And y'all had to make it complicated, right?
I am torn between two.
I would give you a hint.
Yeah, I'm torn between the two as well.
Do we get a hint?
Yeah, can we
I
get
think
a hint?
they're gonna give us a hint.
No? Tia, give us a hint.
Okay, give us a hint.
Yeah, I don't
Come
want to
on.
give us a hint. Tia's gonna give us a hint.
Okay,
Oh, she
so
said they said
it's
no.
not A or B. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's either C or D.
You were so mean.
Yeah.
Guys, do y'all see her?
Okay.
You're having fun with this one, right?
Okay.
I don't know.
Imagine if I get it wrong and I'm so confident. That would be so horrible.
I think it's this.
Ready?
Come
it's time
on.
to show your cards.
Amazing.
That was quick. Goodness gracious.
Let's go. Time to show your card. Ding, 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 ding. Crazy Rich Asians.
C.
What did you put? Show us. No. Yes, it's Crazy Rich Asians, of course. That was my first thought.
The D was still showing.
Yeah. No.
Always go with the obvious, y'all. Always go with the obvious. I said, well, no, that one seems a little too obvious, so let me not go with that one and bam.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It is.
You guys,
All right.
you guys be setting me up.
So let us see our next teaser.
Let's go.
All right, come on, let's go. Next one.
Trouble.
You know how people start resembling their dogs? You used to look like Steven. Now you kind of look like David.
I need to change. Since I was 15, I've either been with a guy or breaking up with a guy. I have not given myself 2 weeks of a breather just to deal with myself.
Yeah. I've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here are the options, okay? A, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. B, A Star is Born. C, Crazy Stupid Love. Or D, Eat, Pray, Love. Oh my God.
I would just like to say that
Julia
I
Roberts.
really love My Big Fat Greek Wedding is such a good movie. I really love it.
Is that the answer for this one? No.
I'm not going to tell you.
Just think about Julia Roberts.
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Y'all love to set me up. Okay.
You didn't write your answer yet?
I didn't.
Oh. Think about Julia Roberts.
Yes.
I know, but
Imagine if I'm wrong in this one.
all right, let's go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
So here's your cards.
Ready?
Yes.
D.
Eat, Pray, Love. Yes.
I've seen it before. I just never kept the
I
name
thought
of
you
the
knew it
movie.
because when you read it, you was like,
No, I
said
mean
it
I've seen the movie
differently.
before, but I was troubled between two. So
Okay,
all right.
We're on a roll.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let's take a look at our next one.
Okay, yeah, let's go to the next one. The numbers are off, but it's okay.
Okay, we got 3 more.
Let's go to our next one.
Don't let Tiffany get you in trouble. She's my friend. Why would you say that?
There's this dance thing. I can only do it if I have a partner.
Oh, I'm not gonna dance with you.
So is this the girl you wrote about? You wrote about me? She's fine.
She is my friend with an F.
A capital F.
Okay.
I know that it's not one.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. B, Silver Linings Playbook. C, Set It Up. D, Something Borrowed. I know what
I
this
think
is.
I know this one.
I don't think I've seen this movie before, but
I've never seen this, but I
too
think I
many
know.
movies, y'all. Like, I think I'm gonna ban myself from movies.
I think it's this
Y'all
one.
ready?
yes.
1, 2,
I'm not pumped.
It's Silver Linings, right?
Yes, Silver Linings.
Yes. Yes. It is Silver Linings.
got it!
Okay, well, we're doing good. Well, I'm surprised with my
That
with
was
me.
a guess because I haven't seen that
I'm
movie.
surprised with me that I'm
movie,
actually.
Never seen it. All right. Are we ready, ladies?
Yes,
We'll go to our next one?
Yes.
Bam. Let us go to our next one, please. Ooh.
I have loved you from the first time I laid eyes on you. And I love you still. You're my heir. So, I don't want to be your friend no more.
Aw, that was so sweet.
No, it is okay. All right, let's take a look at the choices.
That's too
I'm like,
dramatic.
come on. All right.
Yes.
A, Brown Sugar. B, Training Day. C, Resort to Love. Or D, Baby Boy. I don't know this one.
I'm not sure.
Can you give us a hint?
But
no, we don't have a hint.
Want me to give you a hint?
Yes, give us a hint.
Okay. No,
they said no. Hey, we need to phone a friend. Okay, I'm just going to
Angelique.
Okay,
Angelique,
fine.
look. It's B.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen
I did not write that. I did not write that. Anyway, all right.
Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
What is it?
A.
Hey,
brown sugar, baby.
Oh my God, this is what I get it wrong.
Ooh, okay. We're doing okay. I'm
right,
still not
fine.
gonna get pumped. Because the moment I get pumped, bam, I end up losing a point.
All right, how many more we have?
Ooh.
I think we got one more.
Do we have
This is the
any
last
more?
one.
Okay, we have our
Lori,
last.
we gotta get this one so that we can have the tiebreaker with
But
Shakira.
y'all
But the thing is, okay,
y'all
close your
gotta
eyes.
bank on me doing it wrong. Like, what if I get it right too?
I know.
Don't
so-
get it right,
Can
Tia.
you give
Help
us a
us
hard
out.
one? Give us a hard one that Tia is not gonna be able to guess.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, let's see.
I doubt it's gonna be hard. All right, come on, let's go.
What do you do? I don't remember. Where are you from? I don't know. The big question is, do you have a fella? Hello?
Hello, baby.
Clarence? I'm a married man, buddy.
Give us a hard one. Me a hard one. Because
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know this one.
I've seen it, but I don't know.
I really don't know this one. I don't know this one. I ruled out 2 of them, so I'm torn between 2.
Oh my
I know it's
goodness.
not one.
I've seen the movie, but I don't know. So the options are A, Bridget Jones' Diary, B, Deadpool, C, True Romance, or D, Love Actually. Oh,
I don't
goodness
know. I just, this is a wild guess. This is a
I'm
wild
worried.
guess.
I really don't know this one. I'm not cheating.
Okay.
Baby,
That is a
don't
wild
worry.
guess.
Ready? 3.
About a thing.
Wait.
No, Okay, I told you. It's,
Okay.
What do you have?
I put C.
I put D.
But I was about to change it to D, and then they told me, I got it right.
No, you see, I even told her not to change it.
You see, if you would
Y'all see my face? Y'all see my face?
No.
This is injustice.
What is this? Let's turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. No. Anyways, I'm just joking. That is an introduction for laughter. Congratulations. I know. And she did not even know.
I really didn't know that. But I know Love Actually, I think is a Christmas movie, so that's why I didn't put that one.
Okay.
Oh, well.
All right. So, okay, you got this, girl. Did you take your take your bow?
Yes, take that moment.
I'm gonna have a movie-thon with them, so that way next time they can be competition for me. A movie-thon.
Okay.
Oh,
so they can be competition for me because it's just too easy.
Oh, y'all heard that?
What?
Y'all heard, Tia?
Yes.
So it could be a competition.
Yeah, because it's just like there. I am just doing it with my eyes closed, basically, that's what you're saying. Anyways, we're going to recollect ourselves, regroup, and come back with laughter. Laughing at ourselves in, in mishaps, big or small. So we're going to go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back.
Real women, real talk. Breaking the silence is where stories become connections. Let's break the silence together.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Breaking the Silence is back. Let's keep the conversation going.
Finding humor in life's little or big mishaps.
Yes.
So we are going to talk about how to laugh at ourselves, basically how to bounce back. And there's actually a power in self-deprecation, because sometimes we think that we are making ourselves a little less, a little small. But actually when you laugh, and it releases a lot of those, besides all those endorphins and everything that we're going to be talking about later on. And we're going to dive into this more and more.
Exactly. Because in life, with so many twists and turns, we tend to kind of stumble along the way. So instead of being hard on ourselves, we definitely have to find the humor in it.
Yeah, and we need to practice self-compassion. Because when you laugh at yourself, you're giving yourself that compassion, like, I'm human, I make mistakes. Because as we say, life happens, there's little mishap, there's big mishaps. So we're gonna kind of give you those tips, those tools on how you can have this self-compassion for yourself and learn to laugh at yourself, because it's not always easy, especially in the beginning. So we're gonna help help you learn how to take it easy.
Definitely.
Yes. And you know, there is actually a power in this, because learning to laugh at yourself can actually reduce stress, reduce anxiety, and build resilience. So resilience, you know, it, like when you are so stressed about it, about something really, really serious or whatever, and then you just laugh it off. I mean, like, hey, you're not diminishing that seriousness of the situation. But when you have that laughter and you laugh it off, it kind of like releases that stress, that, you know, that heavy, heavy burden that you have to carry, right? So, you know, laughter really makes it like very lighten you up, you know? It makes everything just, you know, just light.
You know, and it also helps to break social barriers, you know, especially if you're like in a setting where you're speaking and stuff like that. It helps to lighten up the atmosphere. And I'll give a very, very example. So I was kind of like in a group setting, and I was having a real serious conversation topic, right? And I was given an example about bait, you know, fishing bait. And I went and I spelled the word, but I misspelled the word bait. I said B-A-T-E. And I see a whole bunch of people, like they started putting a face, but in my head, I'm like, why they putting a face? So I went on to the next group and I gave the same example, but this time I spelt it correctly. So when I went back again, I was like, listen, y'all done seen me make the mistake and y'all done heard that I misspelled the word, right? Why didn't y'all help me? And everybody started laughing. And which was good, you know, it felt, the atmosphere felt really light, because I'm like, okay, you know what? We broke the ice. You know, now we can go ahead and push on, and you know, you just feel comfortable, you know, so.
And you know, when we laugh at ourselves, we embrace our imperfections. Yes, you know, so we show that we're human, we show that we're relatable, and we kind of show people like it's okay for you to make mistakes, you know. I think even all the time on the show, we make mistakes. We laugh at ourselves all the time. There's moments where we're laughing behind the scenes, even in front of the camera, we just start laughing because we're like, did I really just say that? Did I really just do that?
Can I give one example?
A very specific one.
A very specific one about Angelique. And listen, if y'all watch all the time, y'all caught this one. So Angelique was speaking, right? We're here on the show, Angelique speaking, and all of a sudden she got tongue-tied and she goes,
yes, and it happens.
She regrouped really quick and kept going, but you know what?
But it's
exactly, yeah, definitely.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Like if you don't laugh at yourself after that, then you just gonna be thinking and thinking about it. But again, as you said, we are not perfect, right?
Exactly.
And we have all these imperfections, and we just have to like regroup ourselves, laugh, and then actually let it be lighthearted. Because a fact that I want to share with you is a study that is published by Psychological Science that it found that people who embrace humor, actually even in challenging situations, are more resilient. So they're better at bouncing back from mishaps and even thriving through adversity. Because again, it's not diminishing what they're going through, what you're going through, but it makes you more like, I don't want to, like, it's already serious as it is, and you want me to, you know, fall into that seriousness and be like, what, anxious about it, stressed about it. So might as well lighten it a little bit, so you're more resilient, because hey, you can laugh about it, you know.
And you know, when you laugh, like you mess up and you laugh about the situation, the atmosphere kind of changes, you know, especially when you're like stressed and you're like so scared, like, oh my goodness, what if I mess up, what if I make a mistake? And then that mistake does happen, and then you just be like, you know what, life happens, you know, you start laughing. Even like the people around you or the interviewer, whoever you're meeting with, they feel more comfortable now, because they're like, oh, okay, yes, so they made a mistake. Now we have this, you know, nice moment. Now we feel more comfortable with each other, and we're not afraid that if we move on, we're gonna make another mistake, because we already had that happen, and now things are better.
Exactly. And I love what both of y'all said, because it also reminded me of something that I always say, and y'all have heard me say it, and I think y'all have said it before too. You know, it's better to laugh than to cry. You know, it's better to laugh than to cry, because situations will always happen. But if you let those situations get the best of you, you know, you're not gonna function well, other people that depend on you as well, they're not going to function well. So you know what, just laugh it off, change the atmosphere, make it look different and make it feel different so that way everyone can feel comfortable as well in doing, what they need to do.
Yes, and there are benefits of it, and we've mentioned it, but we just wanted to stress it out. Again, reduces stress.
Yes.
So
it
it
does.
releases actually endorphins, which has mood boosting effects. So, endorphins, they just let you feel like, not high, but a good feeling, okay? It reduces stress. And that is a chemical in your body. And another thing is boosting resilience. We've talked about it. Learning to laugh at your mistakes actually helps you bounce back. Another thing is improving relationships, because when you learn how to laugh at yourself and also laugh at, the situation or making it lighthearted, then you improve relationships. And another thing is it increases creativity. So when you find humor in unexpected situations, it can actually spark that creativity that, I never thought about this perspective before, and then now you're bringing it up. So it's a creative moment for you. So there's light bulb moments.
Exactly. And sometimes maybe you're hearing us and you're like, it's really hard for me to laugh at myself, to laugh at my mistakes. I'm so hard on myself. But we're gonna give you tips on how you can overcome that. So the first thing is to practice self-compassion.
Yes.
We say that all the time, have self-compassion. Know that it's okay to mess up, that it's okay to make mistakes. Challenge the negative thought. Don't always say the negative thought that comes to your mind, but think why, okay, I messed up, but why is that so bad? Did I die? Did anything major happen? Did I get fired? No, so it's okay. Life happens, You want to find the humor in everyday situations, little things that happen. Just, laugh, be free to laugh, be free to be yourself, and surround yourself with others who are not afraid to laugh, who are not afraid to have that joy as well,
Listen, surround yourself with laughter. I am telling you, I am surrounded with ladies that always make me laugh. It is ridiculous. But you know what? They say laughter is good for the soul. So any chance you get, even in hard moments, find that humor or find something that is going to kind of uplift your mood and kind of make you laugh, because you know what, if we just stop and just entertain all of the bad things or the mistakes or things that frustrate us, we would walk around frustrated all the time. So let us embrace laughter, laughing at ourselves, laughing at our own mistakes.
Yes. And let us embrace it gracefully by laughing. And we're going to end it with that. And on another note, we're going to go to our question of the day. Okay, so for those of you who are just joining us now, let's read our question of the day one more time. So that is, what is the cheesiest pickup line you know? And we have some wonderful viewers like you who've already shared your responses. So let's take a look at our first one from Emily. Oh, Emily, you got mine. Okay, let me say it. Are you a camera? Because all I can do is smile when I see you. Oh, Emily.
I like that one. That's cute.
You're reading my mind.
Okay, that's nice. Sorry, Emily. Thank you for that, girl. We do have our next comment, which is from Blake. Okay, here's mine. Oh, I fell for you.
Yeah, that's cheesy.
Has that worked for you, Blake? I think not.
Okay, and we have one more from Esmeralda. This is my nieces. Are you a flower? Because I want to be with you forever. Yes. Okay. So,
how about you, ladies?
Okay. Who's gonna go first? You want me to go first? Oh goodness gracious! These are old ones. Y'all know these already. Okay. So I wrote two down. So my first one will be, I lost my number. Can I have yours?
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That one wouldn't fly at all.
No.
And the other one that I wrote down was, your feet must be tired.
Because you've been running through my mind.
You know, I have another version of that.
Okay.
Which is
You should
it?
sign up for a marathon because you've been running on my mind like all day.
It's not the same.
Okay, so
What's yours?
I have one. If I could rearrange the alphabet,
Oh,
I would put you
and I
together.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
What about you?
That one. And then the camera too. Hey, the camera as well with Emily. I think she was reading
Yeah,
my mind.
that one was all right as
Yeah,
well.
like a cheesy one.
And there's so many other cheesy lines.
So many cheesy
Yeah.
lines.
Just be real.
I know. Like, just be genuine.
Don't take no pickup lines.
honestly, like when you're genuine and sincere, I don't think that you really need pickup lines because you're being true to yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, pickup lines.
But I think it could break the ice. I think it can make the person laugh. So
If you
depends
say
on the
so.
person.
To each his own.
Anyways, we're gonna go on a break and soak that in, all those cheesy lines that you've shared with us. If you haven't shared, feel free to still share. We have our Instagram page, and even though we're not gonna be able to read it on air, at least not now, but we are still going to be reading them. But right now we're gonna go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
Breaking the silence. Laughs. Fun. Real women, real talk. Stay tuned.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
You are watching Breaking the Silence.
I cannot, keep myself from smiling because I'm looking at you right now. You viewer. That's a cheesy line. It's a little of elevated version of Emily.
Yes.
But we really had a good show today.
It was really
Laughter.
good.
We
Yes.
also have about social media, the impact it does on our health and our mental well-being.
Yes.
But also, laughter is really good for you.
It's very, very good. Just like when Tia was laughing at herself the other day here on the show because she was she confessed that she watches Coco.
I did not.
Uh-oh.
That is not what happened.
We get it. And we don't judge.
No judging.
No. But yeah, it happens all the time. You know, I was even saying that once I started on the show, I just laugh at myself so much because I make so many mistakes. But it also helps me be more bold now because before I would question everything that I say, but now I'm just like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, it helps you be more lenient with yourself, right? Like not to throw stones at yourself. Yes, definitely. So listen, don't be hard on yourself.
Yes.
You got this. Just laugh it off and keep going.
Yes.
It's not the end of the world.
Exactly. Embrace your imperfections.
Yes.
And also one thing that we need to embrace is our lovely series, which is Kings.
Yes.
And that airs
yes.
Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do have a recap for those of you who are working and cannot catch it at that time. Recap Saturday, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I know my co-hosts here, Nori and Shaitia, they are catching up.
She's not catching.
We are catching up.
That teaser really has you like, I need to watch it right now.
It is great. It is great.
So if you're not watching, what are you doing?
Exactly.
You gotta hop on the horse and just catch up because it's getting real.
It's getting juicy.
Yeah.
It's getting really juicy.
It really is. So
and on that note, it's getting real here in Breaking the Silence as well. The topics that we've been talking about, Breaking the Silence,
yes, it's really good.
It's really good.
But that's all the time we got, y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna have
to
catch
up later on.
Bye.